Okay, today we're making banana bread, and I've got my KitchenAid mixer out, and I've got 2 cups of flour in here, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of clarified coconut oil, and or you can use butter instead, half a cup, 2 eggs, 1½ cup of brown sugar, and half a cup of powdered sugar. And this is for the sweetness that I like in my banana bread. And one of the first steps, or final steps, depending on how you look at it, is to prep your bananas. Some people like to wait until they're perfectly ripened, or dark with spots, or completely blackened. But I don't like risking them going bad or getting thrown out by somebody else. So I put my oven at 350 and I bake them until they turn completely blackened, which means they're completely ripe and packed full of flavor, which will add a ton of flavor profile to your banana bread, bringing it over the top. Bingo, this is what happens when you bake them. They were yellow. Now that I've baked them, they are almost completely black other than the spots that were touching each other, which is fine. When I open them up, I'm going to have to squeeze them out like a tube of toothpaste because there is quite a bit of liquefaction that happened in here. Now, as you can tell, they look steamed, they're extremely juicy, and a whole lot of almost banana extract came out, which is going to add tremendously to the flavor profile of our banana bread. It's time to put the mixer on, drop it down into it, and mix it all up. And the smell that's coming off of this while it's mixing is almost heavenly. And now there's nothing wrong with the KitchenAid stand mixers, but I always make sure to scrape the bowl to make sure there's no powder or anything that's going to mess it up. Now I've scraped the entire sides and the bottom of the bowl. I'm going to mix it up for a little bit longer, then I'm going to get it set into my pans and ready. And now I've got my parchment paper out, and I've cut 2 pieces off and lined my pans with them. Time to take the mixer aid apart and pour it evenly into these pans and get them in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes, then check it, and then continue to cook it for roughly another 20 minutes or so, depending on what it needs, and until the toothpick can come out, being pushed into the center and come out with nothing on the toothpick. And now that it's been in the oven for 20 minutes, the first one is done, and you can tell because toothpick right in the middle, I pull it out, nothing on there. The second one needed another 10 minutes, so I put it back in. And the banana bread is out, and I've already cut into it. It is absolutely delicious. This is the smaller one that has been finished off. You can see that I tested it twice. The bigger one is absolutely gorgeous. Just need to be pulled out of the pan and peel off the wax paper nice and slow. Always go slow. Flip it over and cut it into sections and get it into our meal prep pans. Or meal prep containers, I should say.